Today we're going to make a unique keto cake recipe that doesn't involve any nut flours or eggs. Hi, I'm Annie from KetoFocus.com, and today I've teamed up with Chalk Zero and we're going to show you how to make a sugar-free keto prism cake. Let's get started. This cake is unique in that it only involves 5 ingredients and it creates the most beautifulest colors. So we're going to add some different colors to this cake to create this beautiful prism effect so that it's different all the way around. And the cool thing about this cake is that you could use whatever color combination or flavor combination that you wanted. We're going to be using Chalk Zero's line of syrups. I'm just going to be using the vanilla syrup for this recipe, but you could use whatever syrup flavor you wanted just to add a little hint of flavor. So there's strawberry, they have their seasonal flavors too during the summertime, or the ones that come out in the fall like pumpkin spice, you could do that. Maybe some caramel syrup or some maple pecan would be really good for this prism cake. Just whatever flavor you want to use, you can try. This recipe starts by heating up 2/3 cup of water, 1 1/4 teaspoon of agar powder, and 1/4 cup of confectioner's erythritol in a saucepan. You want to heat it until it's boiling. Once it starts to boil, then we're going to remove it from the heat. And in case you're wondering what agar powder is, well, it is a vegetable-based thickener that a lot of times people will use that in place of beef gelatin. Once your mixture is boiling and you've removed it from the heat, now we're going to add in some heavy cream. This is 1 1/3 cup of heavy cream going in here. Stir it until it's combined, and then we're going to pour this into a spring foam pan. And pop that in the refrigerator for around 30 minutes or until it's hardened. Meanwhile, we're going to make our other layers. These are going to be like that colored prism effect that we're going for. So I'm going to make up a big bunch of it, and I'm going to separate it out into 3 containers. So in a new saucepan, I'm going to add 1 1/3 cup of water, 2 1/2 teaspoons of agar powder, and 1/2 cup of erythritol. We're going to heat this up again until it's boiling and then remove it from the heat. Now, instead of adding in the heavy whipping cream, we're going to add some additional water and then Chalk Zero's vanilla syrup. Mix it together until it's combined, and then I'm going to separate it out into 3 bowls because I want to color 2 of them. So I'm going to add food coloring, just a liquid-based food coloring, to 2 of my bowls, mix it completely, and then pour them into a glass shallow dish. We're going to refrigerate these for around 30 minutes or until they're hardened. Once everything has hardened, I'm going to remove my hardened Jell-O mixtures from the refrigerator, and I'm going to cut them up into squares. Now you can cut these out into whatever size you want, but basically we're going to layer them down onto the white Jell-O mixture. And you want to do alternating patterns and colors and sizes just so that it gets that really pretty prism effect. And don't worry if things are uneven. What we're going to do at the end is just coat it with a final layer of agar mixed with water. So back on the stove, I'm going to heat up another 2/3 cup of water with 1 1/4 teaspoon of agar powder. I'm not going to add the sweetener to this one because I think there's enough sweetener in the other gelatinous mixtures that we don't have to do that. So just heat it up until it's boiling, let it cool for a few minutes, and then pour it on top of your cake. Pop it back into the refrigerator to harden so that everything's set. And then once that's done, your cake is ready. Make sure you store this cake in the refrigerator. This is a great recipe if you want to make something up ahead of time. With the holidays coming, this is a perfect option. You can do different color combinations with it, like reds and greens would be perfect for Christmas time. Be sure to tag us, Chalk0, with all of your photos of your Prism cake.